So let's say that what you're seeking is also seeking you back. This statement is one that we've all heard many times before and known to be true for the most part. But this statement is one that comes with a caveat. And the caveat is a simple time gap. But that simple time gap could be the difference between you having your wishes fulfilled by meeting you halfway and you circling around, giving that thing, giving your wishes all of your attention, focus, and dedication, only to find that what you sought did not seek you back, and disappointment. And therefore, it's very important to understand that the heavens, that this divine conscious energy only functions in one timestamp, and that is the present. This energy only understands the present. The future holds no meaning. The past holds no meaning, and therefore it does not register any timeline or any timestamp except the present. But we, on the other hand, in our innocent, wishful thinking of wanting to have that thing by next month, or wanting to be that person by the end of this year or that year, or wanting to do that thing as soon as possible, we confuse the blueprint that this statement or this saying is actually based on. And what we find is that the future never turns into the present. And that wish could never meet us halfway, because it's never actually our present. It's always that wishful thinking of the future. And that confuses the guidelines of how the statement works. Now we've got ourselves a little problem, because try as we can, we're always thinking of our dreams or our wishes from a future perspective, because obviously we're currently not living through them, and therefore we want to have them, and wanting to have them only indicates the future. And when that future comes, it never becomes the present. One would think that, okay, I've set my timeline to next month or next year. Once that timeline or due date arrives, what happens is that not that we actually start objectifying that dream or that wish and turning it into our present because we are lacking it, because we did not find it, because it did not happen. So we start internalizing it and making it our present. This is going to happen now. It's happening. But we do not do this. Instead, we internalize the disappointment and the lack thereof, that thing. It did not happen. It means that I did not make it. I'm missing something. I missed on something. While in truth, you already have what you are seeking. There's nothing that you truly do not have, and I'll explain this in just a moment. But what happens here is that you get disappointed, and through this disappointment, you either push the timeline or you give up partially or entirely by saying like, well, if it happens, it happens. Maybe it's not meant to be. And therefore, you start gradually letting go of that thing, bit by bit, letting it go from your attention, shifting your attention and focus and dedication and simultaneously your momentum from that thing, towards that thing, and then it becomes its own story. It's gonna come back later, because these things, these callings, these wishes, they do not disappear. They are there for a reason. They are there because you already have them, like I said, and therefore they are going to come around later, but then you would have missed a cycle if you want to consider it missing. And so this problem is solved by understanding that what you're seeking, you already have. Now, this might sound somewhat counterintuitive, and it is to the thinking mind, to the subjective, objective mind or brain. It is counterintuitive, but it is how energy works. If you think of everything as energy, and those also what you are seeking are part of that energy, this which you seek is also energy, because it's all energy. It's by now it has already created and had its own frequency. Even if it's just a thought has frequency, an idea has a frequency, your heart, your emotions have frequencies. They're on and so on and so forth. And so by now, this idea or this future, it already has an energy and it exists somewhere. What you need to do is to find that somewhere, is to meet it, is to allow it, to enable it to come meet you halfway. Because for now, it's locked in the far future or in the near future. When the future comes, it turns into an even further future, or it gets neglected and ignored, like we understood. And so what we must do is understand the laws that this statement functions on. Because as it being part of the energy, it means that it's bound by some laws, or the lack of these laws. It either functions within some laws, or as we know about energy, or it does not function within any laws, as we also know about this divine conscious energy. When you give it laws from yourself, as in, if I don't do this, it will not happen. If I don't go there, it will not happen. If I do that thing, it will push it away from me. It will push my dreams and wishes away from me. If I don't do that thing, so on and so forth. Those are laws that of your own making, which this energy is not bound by. However, there are other laws that must happen, that it must follow. Even this whole creation, it followed a certain path within certain laws to get created. This is not for no reason. It is because it is what it is, for now at least. And the first important law that you should know is the law of correspondence. As within, so without. As above, so below. This law pretty much sums up our entire creation or manifestation process, our entire seeking and creating process. But this tells you that whatever is within you is also out there in your external reality. Now, why this is important is because it helps you understand that this idea or this dream or this wish or those seekings are only in your head because they are already in your grasp. Because you have already acquired that reality that you seek so desperately and miserably in this 3D life, you have already acquired these things in your astral image or in your energy form, so to speak. And then, only then, would you be able to imagine and envision them in your current 3D reality within this narrow or limited mind. It's not for any other reason. Look around you. Look at your friends or family or colleagues or your ancestors. They could have very much had that thing if they wanted to. What I'm trying to say is that they could all be living a very typical, or they could have lived a very typical, usual, unremarkable life. Yet they were not sad, they were not feeling bad about it, they were not mad about anything else. That was simply their truth, and they lived it, and they lived through it. And that meant everything to them. Why would you, on the other hand, envision that very contrasting reality, that reality that is so far off from where you currently stand? If that's your case, or it's just a very different kind of reality than what you are currently living through, than what you're currently experiencing. Why would you have that? Where did it come from? If neither your family, neither your parents, nor your ancestors, or your friends, or your society gave you that or taught you that. Sometimes I observe my colleagues. I find myself, zoning out and observing some of my colleagues, how they are so absorbed by what we're doing and this work environment and the business and this whole thing, and they're so absorbed by it that it constitutes their entirety, and they don't seem bothered by it. That's all they talk about, that's all they think about, that's all that matters to them. Work. Maybe on the sideline some family talk, but that's all. Mainly it's work. And I find myself wondering, how are they that way? Do they not think about anything else? Are they not interested in any different kind of living? And the answer is yes, they are not. They don't care about anything else. They don't want anything else. Like I said, this is their truth, and therefore this kind of truth will remain in existence, and it continues to exist because it's part of the collective truth. It might not seem like any kind of truth to you. It might seem like a very stupid way of living, or a very stupid thing to care about, or a very stupid dream to have. No matter how brutally you reject it, it still constitutes part of the collective truth. And that matters to them, and that they're not bothered. There's nothing. What I'm trying to say, the point is, why out of all of these people are you the one to have or to envision that dream reality, that wild way of living, that wild experience? That it's because you already have it. You have been called to that experience only after you have acquired it in your energy form. And therefore, as above, so below. Only that you are severing that connection by that time gap, by living in that time gap. And so what we take from this law that binds the energy, that binds what we are talking about, what we are trying to do, that statement that what you seek is also seeking you back. What you take from this law is that you will not really open space or allow that reality to manifest in your current experience, in your 3D life, until it comes from within you. If you find yourself thinking about, what if that never happens for me? What if what I'm seeking was never actually acquired by me during my lifetime? And you find that it awakens so much an anxiety, and it makes you worrisome, it makes you feel something. It means that you are just putting on a facade that I'm gonna have this, that I'm gonna. You're giving you're giving it attention. You're putting in momentum. You're revolving your energy, and you're redirecting your focus around that reality. But in truth, deep within you, you are not convinced. When you find yourself thinking about it, and then you start feeling some rejection or some resistance from your body or from your mind towards that reality, and that you start feeling, wow, that's so far-fetched, it might never happen, then you are not really internalizing or embracing that kind of reality. And so it's not coming from within you. It's not real in you. And for it to be real on the outside, it has to be real on the inside. Then you open the space. You reconnect this line between as above, so below, and then as within, so without. So you got it from your higher self or from your energy form, and then you want to just give it out. But to give it out, it has to really manifest within you. It has to really be absorbed and embraced by you. And that, in this direction, you open a path. By applying this, you will open this law. You would have applied this law and enabled that reality to seek you a step further, to complete the cycle when it comes to this law. The other thing you want to understand, and let's say it as the second law, it's not really a law, it is a base that this statement is also built on, and that is quantum leaping. Quantum leaping is basically tells you that there exists several timelines, infinite timelines, and on each timeline you could have one thing changed, you can have 10 things changed, you can have your entire reality changed, you could be someone else on that timeline, or you could just have one thing different on that timeline. So there's one timeline with one thing different, and then there's another timeline with two things different, and then there's another timeline with 10 things different, so on and so forth, until some timeline where there's an infinite amount of things that are different about who you are or about your reality. And that means that, again, what you are seeking, you already have. It's not that it just has to seek you back. It is that you have to open space for it to be. It is always seeking you. The time gap is not really just the time gap. It is that you never make it the present. You never make that which comes from above internalize within you to be your present. When you think about that reality or dream reality, it feels as a distant future. Now, when you imagine yourself living that life, does it connect for you? Can you imagine it deep enough, long enough, that it completes an entire picture for you? Or is it just snippets here and there from you having that thing or fulfilling your wishes or dreams? Because if you cannot really create a complete image that it feels so real at the current moment, at your current reality, then it means you're not willing to jump timelines. Something is holding you back to your current timeline. Because if you so wish, you could jump quantum leap tomorrow. You could quantum leap anytime. But you are not choosing to, because you do not see it as your present. And this is the whole problem. It's always the future. When does it become your present? ask yourself until when it's gonna be just that thing in the near future or in that distant future. It has to become your present. You have to wake up, move, think, feel, perceive as if it's your present. And while that is happening, you will feel that you are getting disconnected, or rather detached entirely from your current reality. It will not be despised. That is another thing. It will not feel as despised to your current reality. It's just even more fascination by your current reality than you had already had, or than you could ever have. You become more fascinated by it because you start feeling as if you are seeing it or witnessing it from the outside, witnessing everyone around you from the outside. It stops binding you. You stop being defined by its definitions and programs and truths, because it still remains a truth. To you or to many others, it is a truth. And that's what you're gonna feel. But you have to maintain that feeling. You have to maintain that perspective. You have to maintain that understanding. Eat, sleep, wake, move, walk, live, piss as you are living that person, living that version, living that reality, which is what you are seeking, the one that you are seeking. And then you will find yourself, without noticing, jumping realities, quantum leaping. Quantum leaping is just you aligning yourself with a different timeline. And you do that by applying the first law and by making it in the present, by making it your present. Even you cannot jump timelines, you cannot align with a different timeline or a different reality when it's just something for your future. It has to be part of your present. And so, while it might seem as counterintuitive as to how do you make something the present without it being the present, it actually is how the universe works. Because you cannot wait for the universe to give you something for you to react to it or respond to it and then meet it at that frequency or meet it with that kind of energy. You cannot keep giving trouble to someone after trouble after trouble. You cannot keep arguing and getting in conflicts with someone day after day after day, only to wait till they come and love you and beg you and take your side and fulfill all your wishes and take all the side with you in all of the arguments and start surrendering entirely to you, and then you holding back or stepping down from that conflict, from these conflicts or arguments. But rather, you have to at some point give a different signal. No arguments. Today I'm gonna give love. Today I'm not gonna give you trouble. Today I'm going to dedicate my all to the thing you want. But they will not believe it at first. They will not reciprocate that energy because they are already hostile. They are living in fight or flight in reaction to you or when it comes to your relationship. But then you repeat that another time and another time and another day and a different day, and they will start trusting you again and showing you the more loving aspect of them, the more beautiful aspect of them. And that is how you should consider your relationship with the universe or with your higher self even. You should start, and only then will the universe maintain equilibrium, will maintain its balance, and meet you at where you are. And therefore, do not wait for anything to happen around you for you to be that person now, or do that thing now, or live that reality now. Be that reality, and reality, or the 3D reality, will eventually bend to your will. You will quantum leap, or you will manifest, you will call it what you want to call it. You will create the reality that you have been seeking. With that being said, thank you so much for tuning in to another video by AF's Conscious Frequency. All the love to you, and see you in the next one.